Greetings. Just wanted to give you a quick tour of the website for the HTML 101 class. So this is the login page, and this is where you start. You're going to enter in your parent email, and this will take you to the home page, and you can see either your email or your class that you can get started with, or you can see all your students' classes. If you have students that you need to register, you can either click this link, or this might already be defaulted, and you can enter in your student name, first name and last name. If the student has an email address, you can enter it here. And then if you're registering for a different class than one that is that you were registered for, you'll just select the class name here, and then your student's information will show up on this list. If you don't have any kids to register, or if you're done registering kids, you just click this link and you won't see this form anymore. From this screen, which you'll come to over and over again, you can click on this link and go into the lessons. You can also see where the student is against their lesson and when the last time they opened a lesson was. And you can go through and add an email address or modify the name of a student if you need to from here. You can also modify your name and email if you'd like here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the class, and this takes me to, this right now takes me to the last class, but I'm going to come here to the first class, and this is the first class. Let me just pause this video. And what you'll do is you'll click, you can, for each lesson you'll watch a video, and then once you're done, you'll click this link or the try it yourself link to move on to the next one. I'll just show you how that works. So here, this is lesson 1, beginning basics of the page. This is the first one that actually has an assignment for it, and you can review your assignment here and then click begin try it yourself. Again, let me stop this video. Begin try it yourself once you're ready to do the lesson. So you watch the video, review the assignment, but then when you're ready to try it yourself, you click begin try it yourself, and that takes you to this page where you actually do
with the try it
the
yourself.
assignment. Many videos have a try it yourself video, and that's where I'll be talking along with you as you're doing the video. But right here I want to show you a few important things that will help you through the class. So it defaults here to the code page, and this is where you will type in the code that you're working with in order to try to fulfill this assignment. Once you're done typing in the code, so let's just say I do H1, oops. Then I click Save Work and Show Web Page, and that will show the results of the code that I'm doing. If I want to then look at the code again and change the code, I click Edit, and I can see that. There's actually a flaw here in the code. I must have been doing that for debugging purposes. So if I click here and Save Work and Show Web Page, I'll see that result. So I can go back and forth between this link and this link. I can also, from this page, if I click here, I can review lessons, or review the lesson as well as tips provided by other students. So I can go back and review the lesson. I can also go look at the sample code. This was the code that I provided for you that shows you exactly what the code that you're writing should look like. So this is right, and if you're making mistakes or if you're seeing errors, you can go in there and test it out. Then the other thing that you're going to want to do is if you're having problems with the code, then you can click this Get Help link. This will enable you to text me an issue. I will say this though, if you're going to text me an issue, for the most part, that's going to be a place where you're having a bug with your code. And so what you can do is if you say include code for debugging, that's the same as clicking this button here, which then submits your code for debugging. And what that means is that me and the other members of the debug squad, which are students who are excited about fixing code, will take a look at your code and make suggestions about what the problem is, and you'll get an answer very quickly about what the issue is. It's a great way to get help. Other ways to get help during this process is we have a how do I, so for instance, how do I create a div tag, or how do I create a header, Okay, so these types of things will be able to give you some instruction as you move forward. If you want to print out the assignment and the sample code for review offline, you can also do that here by clicking this link, and that will come up and show you the sample code. As you can see this assignment. You can also close this and move forward. All right. Once you're done with your lesson, once your assignment has completed all the requirements of the assignment, then you click Final, and you complete this. You say, yes, I fully completed the assignment. That's required for certification. You say, I understand the codes and feel comfortable moving forward. And then it would be very helpful if you tell me a little bit about how the assignment went, what you liked about the assignment, what changes you would like to make. Those go directly to me to help me improve the class. After this, then you come to this page, and here you can see how you're doing on the class progress. This lets you know whether you're complete, and then if this has been reviewed by either a parent or a teacher. Are there any open problems, debug problems, and then have there been solutions provided for any of these problems? And then in many cases there are bonus lessons. So if there's a bonus lesson for this class, then you can click this link and it'll take you to the bonus lesson that you can complete for the class. This is a good way to see how you're progressing in the class. And part of the reason that you want to do that is to see whether you qualify for a certificate. And you click on this, and this will give you your certificate status, and that will let you know how you're doing in the class towards their certificate. One more thing that you can do here before you move on to the next lesson, you can either hide the progress report and start the lesson, or you can look at, as part of your going for the advanced certification, you can review debug projects from the last lesson. And what that means is that you can go in here and request or go in there and review other people's lessons, and you can go down and say, let's say you just did number 2, so you can look at people's lessons or their problems and try to solve them. And the way you solve them is you click here, and you can look at a person's problem, and then you can look at what other people have said, and then you can offer a solution if you'd like. Type it in here and then click submit, and then that gets added and sent to the person who has the issue. So it's a great way to help people work on their issues. Now back on your home page, I want to show you 2 more things. One is the ability to visit the debug zone from your home page, and then also you can go into what's called your sandbox. And your sandbox is just a place for you to play. So you can come in here and mess around with code, do whatever you like. And you can see here that you have a link that says Add to Weekly Showcase. And if you click yes, then this code gets added to what's called our showcase. And the showcase is where students can share the codes and the projects that they're working on, and you can go in and click on a student link, and so you can see this is a project that somebody has submitted where they're just using some of the codes that they've learned, and then you can go in and say if you like it, if you want to learn it, you can share your project with other people, and this is a great way to practice your code. Okay, so that's a tour of the site, and if you have any questions throughout the site, you can use the help link. Throughout the site, if you have any questions, you can click help, and you can see frequently asked questions as well as ask your own question here, and I'll try my best to answer it. All right? Good luck, and I look forward to working with you.